Well guys, if you've been following us on Instagram or seen some of our community posts, a little while ago we posted a Superman package that we received in the mail, and it's a holy grail item that I've been on the hunt for a long time. It's been very, very expensive, and it still was, but it was less expensive than it used to be. Got it in my collection, and I'm super stoked to share it with you guys. Most of you who saw it probably and interacted with it probably do know what it is. Those of you who didn't, well, we got this to show you as just another little bit of a teaser. If you can tell from Hot Toys, who make some of the best action figure collectibles in the world, not the cheapest, but they are some of the best. This is from Superman the movie. Here is the very cool packaging that you've seen on Instagram, on our community post. This is a Superman the movie Christopher Reeve Superman collectible action figure. This is 1/6 scale, so it's about 12 inches. It's a good size.
Yeah, 12 inches is
12 inches.
It's average.
It makes me feel inadequate sometimes, but Christopher Reeve does that to a lot of people. So we're gonna dig this open. This was a display only model, so it's not brand new, but it has never been anywhere outside of a glass case until it reached my house, where I'll probably get it all dusty and mess it up. But it's mine, so I can do that if I'd like to do that. First, I'd like to point out on the packaging, this base here was very cool. It came in the package like this.
Oh, cool.
You kind of flip it open, and this sits in there to display. This is all still the original packaging, and nothing is missing. Everything is intact. Everything is perfect, and we will go ahead and dig this guy open so we can get a closer look at Christopher Reeve Superman.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is from 2011, correct?
2011, that is correct. Okay. And so you can see we got In Memory of Christopher Reeve right there at the opening of the package. Love that.
Yeah, and if y'all saw that Instagram post, like when I saw that, I didn't see this package before, so this is the first time I saw
really?
it. So I was like, okay, it's a nice little Superman. Then I got here and I saw what Steven had. I was like, this is way bigger than I thought.
This is pretty amazing. I'm gonna put it back on the stand just so I can let you guys see this. This is how he looks inside the package in all his glory, and my God, if that doesn't look just like Christopher Reeve. I mean, that is a pretty incredible likeness right there. We'll get him fully out of the package so we can get a real close look. I'm gonna be very, very careful with this. Before I do that, we can take a look inside here. This is a little bit of the Fortress of Solitude. We can get a little bit of his homeland right there with him. All right, guys, we got him out of the package. This is the Christopher Reeve Superman in all his glory from the 1978 Superman the movie. And the detail on this is just amazing. This is a wired cape, so you can kind of flex it how you need it. Got the S symbol on the back in yellow.
I love that. I always love that with the Superman capes when they did that.
Let's see how he stands on his own without a... Oh, look at that.
This thing's pretty well.
Pretty solid there without the base even. He comes with 3 pairs of hands for kind of different poses that you want to do. These are the standard with the fists. He also comes with kind of a relaxed palm here, and I guess this would be for flight. So you've got flight hands as well. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of decide how you want to pose him, and you got some options there. Only one head sculpt, so this is the only head that he comes with. But don't think you need another one. That's pretty freaking good right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am stoked to have this. This is it's cloth goods, but it looks like spandex. I mean, the way they designed it and everything, it fits tightly around him. Not like some of the other figures you see that like the cloth is kind of bulky around them. This one is just about like you saw him come off the movie screen.
Yeah, the detail just in his face and even his hair is just insane.
Oh yeah.
Like I haven't ever seen that much detail in hair before, even though it is plastic for this, but it looks fantastic. I mean, just the detail. I didn't realize that. I've never seen this before, honestly, so this is the first time I've ever even heard about it.
Right. Man, I saw this pretty soon after it came out, back in maybe 2012 is when I first saw it, and wanted it then, but you know, I kind of wish I had bought it when it first came out, because at launch it was about $200. It's hard to find one now that's under $5. I was lucky. I was able to find it under $5, but barely. A lot of these are selling for well over $1,000, and those are the ones that, you know, are still brand new in wrapping and all of that kind of thing. So I, you know, couldn't be happier with the price that I paid. I got very lucky with an auction. Everything is in perfect shape. Let's take a look. Yeah, its costume is still in fantastic shape. No fraying, no marks, no cracking in any of the symbols or anything like that.
No, yeah, it's just phenomenal.
It's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
Now, we had some of those previous action figures you had at the Power Rangers, where they had multiple articulation points. Right. Does he have the same? Okay, I did see that he could move his head a little bit like that.
He's got 30 points of articulation.
Wow.
So
okay.
He's got at the knee. He's got pretty much anywhere on the leg there, so you can kind of spread kind of like that. You can, you know, if you're into that kind of thing. He's got the arms, the shoulder joints.
I like how you posed him right there. Doing
that's probably how I'll have him posed too, to be honest with you. He's got the head moves up, down, all around.
Wow, okay.
His chest and stomach articulate so that you can kind of pose him flying, stand up straighter, that kind of thing. To be honest with you, I don't even know where all the points of articulation are. He's got the wrist joints.
Because those subtle movements, so you can
you can really get him where you want him.
That is really cool.
Like that's.
I can see why.
That's going to be how I pose him right there. Yeah. I mean, that's he's going to be. For those of you who have seen our last video about Ghostbusters and saw kind of our new studio area, he will probably be posed right around where that good bottle of scotch with the Superman decanter is. He'll be watching over that, making sure no one takes any sips when they're not supposed to be. So that most likely is going to be where he is displayed permanently, although I might move him around a little bit depending on my mood.
Are you going to put him in one of those little crystal boxes too?
I would like to get one, actually.
So you can strip him of his powers.
So I can strip him of his powers, make sure there's red light on the inside. No, just so the dust from that room doesn't land on any of this nice fabric. I might keep him in the box part-time as well, just so that, you know, he's...
It is a fantastic box. I was pretty shocked that you actually got the original shipping box as well.
It came with everything. I mean, obviously there's some wear on it, of course. It is, you know, over a decade old. But, yeah, I got all of that. This box is in fantastic shape. I mean, all of it is still in really good shape, just minor wear. You can see where people have handled it and that kind of thing. But other than that...
Yeah, and he does look like he has a stand that you can actually place him on.
There is a stand there.
That's cool. And I like how they do have the Fortress of Solitude crystals in here.
Fortress of Solitude crystals, yep. Even still came with the instruction manual.
I saw like the little ones. I didn't see the big ones that were over here like that. So that's really cool.
Oh, yeah, that I may or may not set up. I'm not sure yet. There may not be room on that little bar area in the studio, but we'll see if I can get all of that on there, or if I just put Superman himself on his stand. Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked about this one, guys. This one's fantastic. Let me know if you guys have this one, or if you've been wanting this one. Keep your eyes out on eBay. Yep. They're getting a little bit cheaper.
But we've gotten 2 Holy Grail pieces within like the last 2-3 months. So.
Yeah, that's right. If you haven't seen Chris's Indiana Jones video, the absolutely mint Indiana Jones collectible that he found, the movie poster. The Raiders re-release 1982 in minty fresh condition, probably as minty or more so than this guy is. I couldn't let him have all the fun, so I had to go find my own Holy Grail.
And I don't blame you. I mean, this is fantastic. I'm stoked we got 2 fantastic pieces.
We do.
It's nice to actually be able to get those.
It is. It is. We are blessed, guys. We are very blessed, and we are happy to share our blessings with you on the channel and share yours with us. Like I said, if you have the Superman, if you have another Hot Toys item that is your Holy Grail item, let us know down in the comments. We'll keep an eye out for those too. This is my first Hot Toys piece. It may not be my last. I've seen a few others in the Superman realm and some of the Batman that are calling out to me. We'll see if I have enough money to cover those calls. But yeah, this for sure was the one that I've been wanting for, God, feels like half my life. Not quite half my life. I'm a little older than that. But yeah, it's a great one to have. Super stoked about it. Glad to share with you guys. Chris, what are you thinking about him?
I think it's fantastic. I mean, actually, I think the cape might be a little bit longer than the movies.
Maybe a tad.
Tad bit. But I think he is the scale is just You know, so they said 1/6, but like just the details on it is insane. How blue his eyes are. They got like little wrinkles on there, even on the forehead.
You can actually, if you look real close, it looks like, you know, like a person's eyes are glistening.
Yeah,
like it's crazy how detailed.
It's not a funny nose, you know.
It's not a funny nose.
Poor Clark.
It's not. Well, it's not teenage Clark.
Clark.
We got the real Christopher Reeve here.
Now, so this was one of your Holy Grail items.
It was.
Is there any other Holy Grail items that you're looking to try and get?
Well, so as I mentioned, there are some other Hot Toys pieces that I've seen since purchasing this one that are calling out to me. I know Superman 3 is not a favorite of a lot of people, but they have this almost exact figure, but in the dark Superman colors from Superman 3. I really like that one a lot. I wouldn't call that necessarily a Holy Grail, but it's up there now that I've seen it. The Michael Keaton Batman is always going to be on top of my list. And there are some Back to the Future items from Hot Toys. If you've seen our Back to the Future NECA collection in the Toy Box Time Machine Part 3 that we've done, we've got some great Back to the Future action figures. But they didn't make any for Part 3. Unfortunately, that line ended before we got to Part 3.
Yeah.
There's some amazing Hot Toys, Back to the Future 3, Doc and Marty. And I think, do we still have a DeLorean potentially on the way?
We do.
We potentially have a DeLorean on the way, and man, they would look great next to that DeLorean.
It would be, but we won't find out till fall of this year.
Okay, so it is this year, so we've got a little time.
But you did bring up Back to the Future. One of my Holy Grail items is I believe it's Kids Play, Kids Logic. I don't remember, it's the floating DeLorean.
Oh, right. Yeah, we talked about that one before.
You mentioned you wish you would have bought him, right? I wish I did the same thing.
Me too.
Because that thing is now selling. I think the last I saw was either it's like about $1,300 on eBay, and it was like $200, $250 initially.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be one piece.
Well, I will tell you guys, like I said, keep your eyes on eBay for any of your Holy Grail items, because this guy right here, as recently as 6 months ago, couldn't find one under $900.
It belongs to Andy.
It does not belong to Andy. Don't lie to the people. I can show them. There's no Andy on the booth. I will write my name on there, though. Like I said, as recently as 6 months ago, this was not found for under $900. And now I saw multiple listings for anywhere from, you know, slightly used to display quality in the $500, $600, $700 range. Like I said, I got really, really lucky on this one. Just happened to hit the auction at the right time. And you know, don't hold me to that price, but it was under $500. And if you're looking for something like that, keep your eyes out, try to hit those auctions at the right time, get those last minute bids in, and you may be able to nail it.
Well, I'm happy for you, man. It's a great piece. Super happy that you got it. It's going to look great.
Happy?
He's super happy.
I'm super happy too.
It's going to be in your collection.
I think he's pretty super happy as well. He doesn't look so happy.
He's like this.
He's stern.
Yeah, he's stern. Well, I'm sure he's going to be much happier being in a home that's going to have a lovely display for him, as opposed to still being in the box in some other collector place. Who knows? I don't know where you got him from, but
I don't either. To be honest, I didn't even look at the name of the person I bought it from. I guess I need to get a Jor-El.
Do they have a Jor-El?
They do have a Jor-El.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They also have the Henry Cavill.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
the Henry Cavill Superman Hot Toys looks very, very good as well. So another one that could potentially be on the list at some point. Not now, not anytime soon. But that one is far less expensive than this guy is.
For now.
Take a look, as always, at the back catalog. Go check out our McFarlane Superpowers in our Go Figure playlist. We are anxiously awaiting Wave 7. That should be coming out very soon. I don't know if you've seen this. People are finding the Brainiac Skull Ship and the Blue Beetle Bug in stores all over the place. Also made a community post about that. If you guys are at GameStop, take a look, because people all across the country are finding those already before the waves have shipped out. So you might get lucky and be able to pull those if you didn't get a chance to get your pre-orders in.
Well, I'll tell you, my Walmart still doesn't have any, but they finally put those waves 1 and 2 and 3 on sale for the first time.
They are finally discounting.
Did it.
They are finally discounting. And I've seen some reports too of not only the discounts, but they're starting to put new stickers from other waves up. So they haven't actually loaded the shelves with them yet, but people have been seeing Tim Drake Robin. They've been seeing the classic Detective Batman, the stickers for them. So that means Wave 4 They're only like 6 waves behind, but wave 4, wave 5 possibly maybe hitting Walmart shelves. So I know a lot of you have been in our comments telling us, hey, we're not seeing them anywhere. Keep your eyes out. Go check GameStop. I know some of you were not aware that GameStop is selling these. Any wave at I think 4 and later, GameStop may have in stock. Some have better stock than others, but check your GameStops. Check if you're not in the United States. Check other stores like Toys R Us if you still have a Toys R Us around you. Other stores like that. They're in the stores. They're just much harder to find. And if you're not pre-ordering, then they're harder and harder to get online as well because they sell out so quick.
And for that cheaper price, too.
For that cheaper price, yeah. The Wave 7 pre-order sold out, I think, in less than 2 hours. And
That's
so,
crazy.
like, I got lucky and was able to get in. If you're not subscribed to the McFarlane Toy Store, getting emails from them, I highly suggest it. That's the only reason I knew that it came out, because they just kind of drop them out of the blue sometimes. And so I saw that email and I was, jumped on real quick and was able to, get those pre-orders in before they sold out. So Wave 7 is coming. We're anxiously awaiting for it. It will be on the channel. We'll do our full unboxing and review. As always, we might hold up, there's a Superman in that set, as there is in most of them, Superman and Batman. But we might bring this guy out for that one so he can look over and see the inferior beings that he's being pitted up against with McFarlane.
You look down on them.
Look down on them. They're still great, but man, they're no Christopher Reeve. So anyway, guys, keep your eyes out for all of those. Go check out the past videos. We'll link the Go Figure playlist in the description. And we'll catch you in the next one for McFarlane Wave 7.
Have a great one, guys.